The City of Columbia voted to go ahead and end the moratorium on new short-term rentals in the city.
News 19's Taylor Richardson joins us to explain what this means for Airbnbs and rentals moving forward.
Many neighbors I spoke with in the Elmwood Park area remember how rattled residents were after the deadly Airbnb shooting last June.
It made all of us start thinking very long and hard about, what we wanted in our neighborhood.
Shirley Mills says she's lived in the neighborhood for over 2 decades.
I don't really have a problem with short-term rentals as long as the property is well maintained and that the people who are renting take pride in their property like we do in our homes.
During today's meeting, City Council lifted the pause on new short-term rental permits, but new Airbnb rentals can only go in certain parts of the city. Under the new policy, new short-term rental properties will be limited to areas zoned for commercial or mixed use, and not residential areas like Elmwood Park. The only new rental properties allowed in residential districts must be situated along a 4-lane road.
I think we've really done a good job of kind of splitting this issue in half and really looking at what's best for everybody.
City leaders emphasize that existing short-term rentals will be allowed to continue operating regardless of their location. However, when the new policies were discussed back in January, short-term rental owners felt the new policies were too extreme.
But the pendulum has really swung from no regulation to a middle ground with regulation to banning.
An amendment that was also approved during Tuesday's meeting was to allow owner-occupied short-term rentals to be exempt from the new zoning policy, meaning homeowners can apply for a new short-term rental permit regardless of their location.
When you have someone who lives in their own house, they're much more invested in what happens there. I think that's the real key, is that we want to give people and property owners, we want to give them their rights.
We'll provide updates if the City of Columbia decides to make any new changes to the city's policy for short-term rentals in the future. Reporting in Columbia, I'm Taylor Richardson, News 19 WLTX.